So this is a 2007 Pontiac Grand Prix, and I'm going to talk a bit about it. Parents have owned it now for 12 years. It's a 3.8 non-supercharged. It's crimson red, I think is the name of the color. Walk around it a bit and show you. It hasn't really been a reliable car, even though when they were car shopping back in 2011, a lot of people said that the Grand Prix are bulletproof. Well, I wouldn't say that. All interior is still in relatively decent shape, I guess. It has 196,895 on the clock. I'll show you the engine. Some new snow tires that were put on it this year. Here's your 3.8 Series 3 V6. A new alternator, actually a rebuilt alternator. That's the PCM. PCM was just replaced on it like 3 or 4 months ago. That costs over $1,000. I guess that can be removed. It's not rusty. There's a little bit of rust starting here and some bubbling underneath. See if I can show you underneath. Oh, hole in the rocker panel, I guess. It wasn't undercoated every year or nothing, but it was undercoated a few times. Trunk and frame area seems to be pretty good. That's different mufflers that were put on. This is the third set of mufflers that this car is after having. No engine trouble besides alternator, starting motor, water pump. Here's a big bag of receipts, and here's a couple of the recent ones that I kept out that I'm going to show. So I had a transmission put in it at 160,000, and this is right when we got it back, because the transmission still seems sluggish. Transmission sluggish, more. Yeah. Pads and rotors. Put a map sensor on it. After putting another map sensor on it since then, and a full brake job, that was $586. The transmission was a used unit to come out of in a lower or lacrosse. Pretty much the same mileage, so there's about 200,000 on the transmission now. Here's a big one. Let's see. Power steering, pressure and return lines. Antifreeze. That's because the two coolant elbows were leaking. A wheel bearing. I had another wheel bearing that I put in. 2 brake hoses. There's the 2 mufflers I was just talking about. Repair pipe, which comes off the manifold. Some brake line. Battery terminals. Power steering lines were leaking. That's why they were replaced. They rusted through. Here's another one. Oh, same one. Let's see. How to do this with alternator belt and a water pump, 4 liters of coolant. Another $550. That happened on the way on Trans-Canada Highway. Car overheated. That was a tow job, which was another $150 pretty much. Here's another bill. Another map sensor, another wheel bearing. Tie rod end, synthetic oil and oil filter. And a caliper. Couple tires. Whatever. Don't say the odometer reading. I'm pretty sure this car's close for an oil change now. So yeah, the only thing original on it basically is the engine. I got the key in my pocket. Fog lamps, hazard lights, windshield wash, radio light went out when it was about 5 years old. Well, as soon as we got it the first year, that was in beginning of 2012. So what I got to do with it today, is fix this panel, side panel. It's all broken. And if you look down here, rocker panel rust. The bottoms and the doors and everything are in good shape. What do you guys think? Is it worth a new set of rocker panels and a paint job? Probably get rid of that sticker and the one in the back window. They were put on by previous owners and we never bothered to take them off. Probably going to be $3,000 to paint it, but there's been over $10,000 worth of parts and labor put into the car. So let me know what you guys think. I had a new windshield this year too. That was another $300.